Hey guys, what is going on? Today we're going to talk about Coinsmart, and this is a Canadian crypto exchange that's actually going to be opening up in Europe very soon, and there's a lot of things that I like about it. Let's get into the video. So one of the things I like about Coinsmart is they seem to have taken the idea of ShakePay, where you have a very great, easy to use interface, but they've added more coins. So it's really for people that want a simple experience buying cryptocurrency, but want to have, get beyond just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And that I think I really like. So let's go through the account and I'll show you what's going on. First off, I like this graphic. This kind of floating, it's nice. The whole design of the site is really well done. It's got a great UI. It's fun to use. I just love that part of it. There's desktop and mobile. We'll be looking at both of those in this video. So they have, again, this is one of the main benefits, more than just Bitcoin and Ethereum. And they also have advanced crypto trading tools. We'll get into all of this stuff. I've actually got my account verified already. We'll be going into my account. We'll be making actually a purchase. And they have smart guarantee. So basically your deposits are guaranteed the day that we receive them. And we'll get into some of the trust and the licensing, but they are licensed by FinTrack, which is great. And of course they are Canadian. So a really nice site. I like it a lot. They have auto sell, which is great for people that are a little bit fearful of the market. And basically it's converted to fiat, same day payouts wired to your bank account. So that I think would probably have a little bit higher pricing just because it seems like more of a premium offer. This is really nice. You can invoice your customers in crypto, Smartpay invoicing. That is pretty cool. I like that a lot. And as I mentioned, they are moving into Europe, which should be very, very exciting. All right, some reviews. And then of course they have the app. Anyhow, a really nice site. They are registered with FinTrack, which is excellent. That just means that they're doing things on the up and up and everything is on board. So here are the fees for the funding option. I'm going to be doing an Interact e-transfer, and you can see that there's 0 fee on 2,000 and up and a 1.5% fee if it's, just between 100 and 1,999. There is no fee on the bank wire, but of course the problem with the bank wire is you're going to be charged for sending it. So same thing with the bank draft. You can fund with credit card. This is quite expensive. You're looking at up to 6% fee. So that is something that you probably don't want to do. If you can do an e-transfer, Withdrawl 1% is the fee. There is a $15 minimum, which isn't great, but I think it's good for people that want to buy and hold and get diversified into different cryptocurrencies. Obviously, they don't want you just, withdrawing small amounts off the platform. It is what it is. That's probably one drawback to Coinsmart, although there are a lot of things that I like. The fees are pretty low. So they have the trading fees. So 0.2% for a single trade. So big example, if you buy $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, the trading fee is only $2. So that is really good. So the double trade, so the single trade is when you're doing between Canadian dollars and a cryptocurrency, but they also allow you, which I think is really nice, a double trade, which is 2 cryptocurrencies that are not Bitcoin. So for example, if you trade Litecoin to Cardano, that sort of thing, but it allows you to do that. And in terms of taxes, that means one less transaction as well. So I do like that. Obviously, it is a little bit more for the double trades, but it's a great feature to have. So here are the cryptocurrencies that they have. They have Bitcoin, and everything's in the red right now, but that's because it just was on a nice bump. So Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, EOS, Stellar, and Cardano, which is really nice because it's hard to find reliable places where you can get Cardano immediately. And so that's one thing that I really like about Coinsmart. So here are some of the features. Smart trade. So again, you can trade from one cryptocurrency to the other. And, sometimes it's just intuitive. Sometimes I'm in a platform and I'm like, I want to trade from one cryptocurrency to another, but I got to do it through Bitcoin or through Ethereum. And I like that they can do this, because sometimes that's ultimately what you want to do, and then you end up making two trades in order to accomplish the same thing. So they got a good interface, smart support, which is good. And for security, 95% of the coins are kept in cold storage wallets, which means they're not online. And it's also backed by 2 Canadian banks. So your money never leaves Canada. That's good. They have advanced trading features and all kinds of stuff. The other thing that they have that I want to mention is their GetSmart Hub. So what this has is, this is like a knowledge base for learning about crypto. And you'll see that it's not super basic. Like, they have some interesting things that you can learn about. So they're talking about the NFTs and what's happening with Ethereum, with EIP 1559, how to run your own node, and then more basic things like what is an airdrop, ICOs, how-to guides. So it's pretty interesting what they have here. So they have a couple how-to guides, and that will lead. Okay, so they also have the OTC, which is what it is for larger orders, and there are other exchanges that have that. But they're really into crypto, and so they have the how-to guides, but they also have a mining calculator. So this is a mining calculator based on how much you can earn, which I think is nice, because then people can estimate, when their profit take is going to be. And not only that, but they have links to some of the different sellers of mining equipment. So if you want to get into mining equipment and you're not sure who to trust, you just want some, independent information, this is a good place to keep in mind and to read about. I do really like that about Coinsmart. So here's a comparison. Now, they don't have comparisons to all of them. They're not comparing to Newton, and they're not comparing to ShakePay, BitBuy. There's a few other ones, but they are comparing to some of these. So they have the mobile app, and that is available. 1.5% fee for funding. Trading fee is very low. So you can see it's in line with all these different trading fees. Talking about the funding options, they have 24/7 live support, which is excellent, because if you ever need support, you realize how important that is. They also have some tax reporting tools, instant verification, and a referral program, which is pretty cool. All right, and Cardano. I'm a big fan of Cardano. It's one of the places where you can get it directly in Canada, which I think is fantastic. There's a lot of interesting things going on in Cardano. And then the smart guarantee is really just that, all deposits will be credited to your account the same day we receive them, and fiat withdrawal requests are processed within 5 days. Just kind of outlines their terms and conditions about that. All right, so let's go into my account. So I've actually created an account. I've gotten the account verified, and now it's time to pull up the portfolio. So what do we have here? Well, we have a few different markets here, and you can see they have some basic charting information that's right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to deposit funds. You can buy crypto with your credit card. The fees are up to 6%. So not ideal. It's not something I'm going to be doing, especially when there is the option to fund with an e-transfer. They have the advanced trade, and as you can see, this is pulled in from TradingView, but they pull in the order book as well, which is nice. I like the layout of this. The buy, the sell, Bitcoin, and then your other currency here, and you have the market, the limit, and the stop order, which is good. You probably want to enable confirmations, but be that as it may, that's where that is. So here's the simple buy, sell, and trade. You can buy with USD, sell for Canadian, USD, and Euro, or you can trade between cryptocurrencies. And that's the double trade, which is a nice feature. So again, they're expanding out of just Canada. You can settle into US dollar or euros, which is nice. The wallet, here's the wallet. You can see that they have different wallets. It'll show you what you've got in there and where you can make deposits into fiat currency. Under the activity, it will show you the activity, so completed, deposits, withdrawal, trades, and pending, which is a nice way to break it all down, and they have it done by all the different fiat and cryptocurrencies. Under here, you'll see the account settings, and you'll see that they have the profile and then the security to turn on two-factor authentication, and then you see I've already been verified. It wasn't a very difficult process to get verified. They also have a referral program, so you can get $15 when you refer someone to Coinsmart. All right, so we're in the Coinsmart app now, and basically this is an app that looks like it's going to be developed more. They obviously have the wallets section where you can see all your crypto and fiat wallets. They have a market section where you can actually select some of the different pairs and pull up a chart on that. And there's some information about that with a buy and sell button right below if you want to enter a position. And they have the buy button where you can enter a market order, a limit order, or a stop order. And this is all on the mobile app, which is nice. So they have that for the buy and also for the sell, the market, the limit, and the stop orders. And you have the profile tab. And that's pretty much the app. So it's pretty simple right now. It looks like it's going to be developed more, but that is the app at the moment. So let's go ahead and make a deposit. So I'm going to choose e-transfer, and I'm going to put in 120, and I'm going to request the deposit. So their deposit process has changed. You're no longer required to send an e-transfer. So follow the steps on the next page to make your automated deposit. Okay, so do not send an e-transfer. I'll receive an email from Interact with a money request from them, and I just click accept, and it will be automatically deposited. Great, so now I'm gonna check my email and get that completed. Okay, so here's the email. It says action required, deposit pending. Okay, so after we got that message, we've got this message. Interact e-transfer has sent in a request for money. So all I need to do is accept that and then log into my account. So here's the transfer request. And what I'm going to do is log into my bank account and click confirm. All right, so that has been completed. The funds have not been placed in my account yet, so we will get there shortly, and I'll let you know how long that takes. It's approximately 1:59 in the afternoon, and we will see how long that takes Coinsmart to actually credit my account with the funds from the e-transfer. Okay, so as you can see, the account has been funded. It's 3:32, so it took about an hour and a half for the account to get funded, and they've taken off the 2% for the funding fee, or the 1.5% for the funding fee. Now, I should also mention that you will get an email like this that says your deposit has been accepted, and so you don't need to wait around like I was doing, just refreshing. It'll get all squared away for you. All right, so now that we're in this account, you'll see that it has a balance here, which I'm assuming when you have other cryptocurrencies, this bar chart is going to show, what percent is held in each denomination. And right now it's all in Canadian dollars. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in and we're going to look at some of these different cryptocurrencies. So this is a smart trade. You can buy right here. Let's say I want to put the max in. It will give you that much, 75 ADA, okay? And that's including the fee. But, so you can obviously buy and sell that way, but you can also go into the advanced trade. And the advanced trade is pretty similar. What you're gonna do is you're gonna want to choose what you want to buy, what you want to sell. So I'm going to trade Canadian dollars to get ADA. And you can see here right on the chart where exactly things are. Right now it's at 1.5. So the bid and the ask is 1.5. So I'm going to do a limit order. Let's do 75 ADA at a limit price of, let's see if we can get it for 1 point. What's this? This is a daily chart. So the default is a daily chart. It doesn't have anything lower than that, except when you go to the 5 minutes. I always find the 5 minute chart pretty random, but be that as it may, let's put it at 1.51. And that will be good till canceled. And I'm going to put on order confirmations, and I'm going to click confirm and submit. So I'm going to submit that. Okay. So now when we go, nice cool sound there. Now when we go back to my dashboard, you'll see that right now that money is not showing up, the Canadian dollars, because it's in a limit order. And so we'll be able to see that once that fulfills. So you can see here, it tracks my deposit and also show my trades. So you'll see here, if we're in the advanced trade, it does show the open limit order. And if it drops to 1.51, then that order should be filled and we will get our 75 tokens of ADA, which would be great. All right, so I wanted to clarify some things about Coinsmart. First off, here is my new bar chart display. Obviously the limit order went through and now I have my 74 ADA in my account. So that is pretty cool. The other thing is I did contact their support. So I contacted their support through chat, and you get a bot here at first. And this I did in the middle of the day. There was about 15 people in front of me. So it took probably a little bit over an hour, and I needed to leave because I had an appointment. I need to take my son to soccer. So I wasn't able to wait for them to actually get back to me. And I jumped on support later, and there was only 2 people in the queue. And so within about 10 minutes or so, I was able to actually chat with someone and get my questions answered. So they have responsive chat. They have the phone numbers as well if you need to talk to someone. And then I also clarified about the auto sell wallet. So this is actually this is all related to Smartpay and Smartpay invoicing. So basically you can invoice your customers and take cryptocurrency, and you can optionally have it converted right back to fiat and wired to your bank account at the auto sell rates. These are the same transaction rates that they have for their normal fees. And speaking of fees, this is their fee list. We already went over the deposit fees, and here are the withdrawal fees. Again, this is probably the worst part about Coinsmart right at the moment. The one thing that I really liked about their fees is once you understand this single trade or double trade, that is the same whether it's a limit order or a market order. So most cryptocurrency exchanges like Kraken are going to give beneficial pricing if you're using a limit order. This is one of the few exchanges where you're going to get the exact same fee regardless. So that's actually a cool thing. Now, when we go over here to Smartpay, this is not currently linked inside of your Coinsmart account. So if you want to invoice your customers, Smartpay invoicing, you have to click here on their homepage and you click over and you need to get started with this. So Smartpay is the easiest way to accept crypto payments, and you can have it converted. So basically you can invoice and receive Bitcoin payments and get that cash deposited right into your bank account. And the really nice thing about that is there are no chargebacks, so you don't need to worry about that because, of course, you're dealing with cryptocurrency and transactions are final, which is pretty nice. I wanted to open up an account with this. So I got started and I actually filled this out and created my account. So this is a separate account from Coinsmart. And I just thought that really needed a little bit of clarification because really there's the Coinsmart account and then there's the Smartpay account. So Smartpay, I've already activated my account, and when I sign in, it's going to ask me for a profile to get started. So I'm going to fill this out and then I'll return to the video once this is completed. Now that this is filled out, you can see that you have, obviously I don't have any invoices yet, but I can create a wallet and then I'm going to be able to create invoices. So I can create an invoice and send it to someone and insert additional information about what it is and send that invoice out. And then what I can do is I can link my bank account, and so I can submit a request to have it settled. And here's the transaction for all of that. You can also make some trades inside here. And of course they have the settings tab. What I like about this though, the cool thing is you can actually start invoicing your customers with cryptocurrency. That is pretty cool. So I like that. I haven't used this yet, but this is like another, where I see Smartpay is where the future of Bitcoin is going. So they're on the cutting edge of that. Obviously this doesn't have a lot of use cases at the moment, but you know, in a year, in 2 years, you're going to start seeing a lot more people doing invoicing through Bitcoin. And so lastly, back to Coinsmart. I really like the interface of Coinsmart. I like what they're doing. I like the fact that they are expanding beyond Canada, and I like that ambition that they have. I like the interface. I like the trading fees. They seem quite fair. And overall, I think it's a great platform. So if it's something that you want to give a try to, I'm going to put a link underneath this video where you can sign up for Coinsmart and get $15 when you join Coinsmart. So do that. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments and I'd be more than happy to get them answered for you. I do think Coinsmart has good support. I was impressed with the response time and the answers that I got from their live chat. And I just wanted to let people know that because that is a concern for some people, particularly with cryptocurrency exchanges. You want to know that you can reach someone and get an answer in a reasonable amount of time. And I didn't find it any more unreasonable than, you know, when you call a bank or you call a utility company or anything like that because you need some support. So that's where it's at right now. I really like Coinsmart. I think it's a fun platform. I love the interface, and I really like the fact that one of my favorite things is they have a kind of wider variety of altcoins while still not getting too obscure, which I really like. I think that this is a great platform. Again, I want to mention that it is registered with FinTrack, so that means that your money is safe here. Obviously, when you have a certain portfolio value, you are going to want to move it over into cold storage. There'll be links in the description to what I use for cold storage, as well as your link to get started with Coinsmart. Hit me up in the comments and let me know what your favorite exchange is for trading right now. I would love to hear the feedback on what you're using. And if you've used Coinsmart, let me know what your experience has been. All right, well, that's all for this video. We'll see you in the next one.